What up, everybody? I'm here with my good friend Mac today, and the two of us are going to talk some hoops. We've been meaning to do this for a long time now, so we're going to go over the Blazers, we're going to go over Giannis trades, we're going to go over some preseason standings, predictions, and compare them to now. But first off, Mac, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Excited to do this. We've been planning this for a while. Yeah.
Lots to talk about.
This
has been one of the best seasons, just one of the most wild seasons. It basically started with the Chauncey stuff in the first week.
It did.
And now we have Giannis rumors. We have a lot of surprising teams, so there's a lot to get to. How about we start with just looking at our preseason standings predictions and seeing how wrong we were. I think the first thing that I can think of is that you kind of thought the New Orleans Pelicans were going to be good. I feel like we should address that.
I think they were going to be more competitive in the West. I think, let me see. Yeah, I had them at 11.
Okay, that's not even that crazy.
But I mean, that just shows how competitive the West is. I think, I had them above the Kings, Grizzlies, Suns, and Jazz.
Phoenix down there.
Phoenix is 14.
Yeah.
That's a team that I don't think anyone thought was going to be good.
I also did not have Phoenix making the playoffs or anywhere near where they are now. And really for them, it's been Dylan Brooks. And that has been the most surprising part of their season. Colin Gillespie. Royce O'Neal has had a really weirdly good season. Mark Williams has been fine for them. But honestly, it's more than that. It's like losing Beal and losing Durant takes the pressure off of them a little bit.
Yeah.
And now they have a whole new vibe to them to where it's better vibes. They look happy. They play harder than pretty much anybody else in the league. And I think that is also part of Dylan Brooks being there as a culture shifter.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Booker is just playing better. I think he's more efficient. And that means when you have a guy like Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, those are three isolation scorers. Booker can play make and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they ever thought that team was going to work out. It was a mess.
They have depth now. They're younger. They care more, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a big testament to Jordan Ott, their coach, has got to be in the running for coach of the year. Probably would be my pick. Just because I don't think anybody expected this Phoenix Suns team to be good at all, but at this point Devin Booker is too good to be on just a terrible team as long as everything is going well.
Exactly. So going into my standings at the start of the year, I had Thunder at 1, obviously. Nuggets at 2.
I think that's fair.
Rockets at 3.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wolves at 4.
Okay.
Lakers at 5.
Okay.
And then Warriors at 6.
Where are the Spurs?
So at 7 I have the Clippers, which I obviously has just been a complete shit show. And then the Mavs are at 8, Spurs are at 9, Blazers are at 10. So those are the top 10 teams.
Mavs and Clippers over the Spurs.
Yeah, and I think part of my reason behind putting them at 9 was just because the teams above them, if you look at the rosters, they just have more experience. And I wasn't so sure on how Wemby was going to pan out. And obviously he's injured right now, but they're still playing high-level basketball.
Yeah.
Their guards, I don't think a single one of them is playing bad.
Honestly.
Harrison Barnes has been efficient for them.
Barnes has been so good for some reason.
Yeah, so
yeah, they're getting development out of guys like Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson and even Castle. That if the question with this team was where are the old players, where's the experience, where are the veteran presences in the locker room, their young guys have turned into, really molded their games into these perfect role players that have really helped out Wemby. And then De'Aaron Fox, since he's been back, has been really good. I think he's reminding a lot of people how good De'Aaron Fox really is.
And I think that's just the trend going on with the NBA is obviously I put a lot of these teams higher up who are more experienced, who have the veterans and stuff, but the NBA it's the turning point. It's going into the era of young teams who can play high level defense who have the energy.
Yeah.
Can shoot, can play make. And I think like teams like the Warriors are sticking around.
Sticking around 500, good enough.
And I mean like the Nuggets are pretty experienced.
Yeah.
But like that's just because of Jokic.
Yeah.
I think without Jokic they would be a bottom 3 team.
Definitely, even though Jamal Murray has been
amazing.
But the Clippers are a good lesson to learn this season of like the age experience like is a real factor. It actually does bleed off into your team in the way that like I think they're 29th in transition defense. Yeah. And that just means they're too slow.
Exactly.
Like, they're slow and tired. Like, and there's so many stats like that are like, actual examples of why their age isn't working out for them. We went into the season thinking that they had a lot of depth, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of that depth was like Chris Paul and Brook Lopez and Bradley Beal, and I mean none of these guys have worked out.
Even a guy like John Collins.
Yeah,
John Collins. You get rid of Norman Powell, which is a primary scorer, but like, hey, John Collins was averaging 18 and 9 for the Jazz for the past 3 seasons. Like that's a guy, especially with playmakers like Chris Paul and James Harden.
Yeah.
Who, that's a valuable pick and roll.
Yeah.
Like, he can even shoot the 3. And, like, Zubac isn't playing as well as he was last year. He was,
at all.
Second in most improved, and now this year he's
least improved.
Yeah, I mean...
if they had Zubac from last season, I mean, this would be a different team. This team would be very different. Defensively, they could use some 2024 Zubac right now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in the playoffs genuinely playing Jokic better than I've ever seen anybody play Jokic.
Yeah.
Where is that player this season?
I mean, you can make an argument for Hartenstein. Hartenstein did a really good job against Jokic.
Yeah, he did.
But I mean, and a lot of it is a good part of it is coaching. Like Tyronn Lue, I think is in the hot seat right now. With the Chris Paul stuff and all that drama, it just seems that like he just doesn't know what to do, and like I think he's just leaving it all out on the floor for Harden to just kind of pick up.
The Chris Paul stuff with Tyronn Lue was absolutely insane. You saw the video of him just saying "fuck Chris Paul."
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like Chris Paul is a washed 40-year-old guard. Like maybe you don't want to, you don't have the patience for his antics, maybe. But
he's a guy you want on your team. Like the numbers don't lie. I think every team he's been on since New Orleans, he's made them better.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors. I think they were better than the season prior, but
that was weird.
Only by like a couple of games. But like, I mean, that's
I barely even remember Chris Paul and the Warriors.
Yeah, Chris Paul. I mean, that was just a system that he didn't fit in. But I think with a veteran like that, who knows? Like other than LeBron, he probably has the best IQ in the league in terms of like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, by all accounts, like he was really just trying to motivate the team. Like it really just seemed like he was trying to get there. I mean, they were extremely underperforming this season. Mm-hmm. So is it crazy to expect Chris Paul to
hold people accountable?
Yeah, that's what you bring Chris Paul in for, right?
Exactly.
Like you're telling me they weren't aware he was going to do that. I mean, especially just like with everything that he's brought to the Los Angeles Clippers, like seeing them treat him like that and throw him away, it's very insane. I don't know if he's going to come back to the league. I don't know who would even want him.
Well, because they haven't waived him yet. They just sent him home, and I saw a report that they're going to try and find him a destination.
Sent him home is such funny phrasing.
It's that the Clippers are cursed, man. And, if they don't start winning games, their pick is going to end up being the Thunders.
It's going to be the Thunders.
And
so without their first round pick, it's hard to see them trading their guys, right? Like it's hard to see a rebuild, or blowing this team up. But there are like Kawhi Leonard rumors, like there are Zubac rumors in trades. Like I mean, I don't think we're getting to Harden talk yet, but like, what are these players? These old players? What are they doing on this? What are they doing there? Like what is this Clippers team? Are they going for the 12th seed? Like it feels like a waste of a lot of some talent there. So.
Yeah, and I mean the Kings are a very similar situation.
The Kings, Yeah, the Kings have the worst vibes in the NBA.
Yeah, you have these guys who can still be a key piece or a key piece to a championship level team, to a championship level team.
Yeah,
but their contracts are bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Zach LaVine, for example, is a cone.
He's a cone.
DeMar DeRozan is just not a guy, like, where does he fit on really any team right
Yeah, I don't know who, honestly.
And same with Sabonis.
The only team that, like, might trade for DeRozan would be the Clippers, honestly. And, like, if anyone's going to do it, I mean, they're already so old. They don't have their pick.
Yeah.
So they might as well actually try to maybe make the playoffs or something. I mean, the West is weaker than we thought, right? Like, there's about 8 serious teams in the West this season right now. And so there is, like, a spot if the Clippers wanted to do some dumb shit like that and trade for DeRozan. I think that might be the only team in the league that would take on a player like him. Zach LaVine, it's like, you can look through every single team in the league. I don't think anybody wants to bring in Zach LaVine, even for nothing.
He has 1 year left, and he's making $47 million. It's...
Wow.
It's
$47 million for a player that genuinely is just not very impactful.
No.
And then Sabonis is having a down year. Is just in general like a bit of a problematic player, I think. Like he offers some issues with him on your roster, and so they're in this weird spot where like these guys are making them too good to be, a real tanking team, but like they can't. Who are you gonna get for these guys? You're not gonna get real assets.
Yeah.
What, are they gonna build around Keegan Murray?
Yeah, and it going back to the trend going towards younger teams, it's like if you look at the bottom 5 teams right now in the West, I think other than the Jazz, I mean there have been rumors about them moving Markkanen, but you got the Mavericks talking about moving Anthony Davis, you have the Pelicans talking about moving Zion, the Kings, the Clippers, the Grizzlies with Ja and all of that going on. Like these are teams that are just in no man's land. And
they're all sellers at this deadline.
Yeah.
Like, we could see an AD trade, we could see a Ja trade, we could see a Kawhi trade. Like, I mean, these teams are all about to shift their direction because they're stuck in this weird spot. And it's like, I mean, we can talk about Anthony Davis because he's also a very hard player to trade or to expect any team to really want. But a report came out today that said the Detroit Pistons and who else? The Pistons and the Raptors and the Hawks were the 3 teams that are interested.
What's funny about this? It's not even just Anthony Davis. All these teams who are trying to sell these guys. I don't think there's a single West team super involved in these guys.
That's true.
Like if you look at the top 8 West teams, they're all competitive enough to where they don't need to make a move like that. And so we could see a whole different new Eastern Conference come All-Star Weekend.
The only team I would watch in the West to make a trade like this would be the Wolves. I don't think a Ja Morant trade for them is a bad idea. I think that actually could be something to entertain. Just with the desperation need for a point guard right now, like Rob Dillingham's not cutting it, Dante DiVincenzo is not cutting it, Mike Conley's not good. Like, I mean, they really do need a point guard. So whether that is Ja Morant or like, I don't know, there's Trae Young talk, I suppose, but I don't know. The Wolves are in this weird spot where they're really not in the tier 1 in the West, so maybe they would be a team that would make a type of move like that.
Yeah, and I mean, like with the Wolves, if they do try and make a move like that towards a guard like Trae Young or Ja, you're giving up Mike Conley, Rob, but I mean, you don't really want to give up Julius Randle.
Yeah.
And no one wants Gobert. So, like, you look towards Naz Reid, and you're like, here's a young center who you probably want to keep for the future as your center, because how many more years are we going to see a productive Rudy Gobert?
Gobert's at the end of his rope.
Yeah.
He has been worse this season. And, I mean, defensively, the impact is absolutely still there. Offensively, he's getting to the point where, like, he's really just almost unplayable. In key moments of games, and so you do really want to hang on to Naz Reid, especially with the fan base. Like they would riot if you traded him. Like, you can't just trade Naz Reid. Like that's a serious thing if you do it, right? But I don't know. I would watch the Wolves in these conversations. Like, I don't really think a Giannis trade makes too much sense for them, like contractually, logistically. But like, I think in that direction, they are in like the weirdest spot in the West.
They don't have picks. They have no draft capital.
They gave it all up for Gobert.
I think the Wolves are safe to say they're out of
stuck.
Yeah,
they're stuck.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Ant, you're going to be competitive for the next 10 years.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can bring in a point guard at some point. Maybe that doesn't have to be a star or anything, but still, it's like you have Gobert is such a problematic player. Randall is problematic as well in the postseason. Like, he can be a bit ugly basketball. Yeah. I don't know. It's not a championship team right now. They're playing down to their competition. Yeah, I don't know. They're at this weird spot, but then outside of that in the West, like, the Warriors are the 8th seed at 500 about. Who else we got?
The Lakers are the 2 seed.
The Lakers are the 2 seed.
Which,
do you believe in them as a real contender?
See, yes and no.
Because it's a complicated one.
I mean, if LeBron can take a step back and consistently play high-level basketball alongside Reeves and Luka, like, that big three alone is gonna average 80 points a game. But I saw their bench is, I think, it's bottom 3 in the league in terms of bench points. Like, they have no scoring. I think in the Sixers game they had 24 total bench points.
Wow. They got LaRavia on the bench. They got Marcus Smart. They got Jackson Hayes.
It's
that's just
Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, like
Bronny. Yeah, it's that does not look like a championship lineup. Maxi Kleber gets minutes.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the Lakers. They're gonna make a move at the deadline, no matter what.
You would hope.
So,
how do you feel about the play of DeAndre Ayton this year? Did you expect this sort of revamp in his career a little bit? Like, he looks a little different.
I think he is the kind of center who works well with guards who know how to make just big men better. Like,
yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
If you look back at him in Phoenix, before they got Chris Paul, he, wasn't all that great, but he was still young, so people were like, give him time. And then when they made that finals run, he was pretty efficient, like 18, 11 boards, like he was a top 10 center. Yeah,
definitely.
And then you see him towards the end of that tenure on the Suns, where they got KD, and people are like, "Holy shit, this guy is kind of buns." And then he gets traded to the Blazers for Nurkic, and as a Blazer fans, like, he was, we can attest that he was just really inconsistent. But like, there was flashes of him, being good. And
he was really important to the Blazers' run at the end of last season, I would say.
Yeah.
I think he had games. I remember one specifically against Miami. Like, there were some games. Actually, we played Phoenix in like a back-to-back stretch last season.
On the 10-game winning streak or something like that.
Yeah. And there were some specific moments where Ayton actually did look motivated. And so you can tell that like it is kind of like an effort thing with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, also in this situation, like, we didn't have a guard to set him up, so because of that, like, it was just a lot of like short roll, like, push shots near the rim, and that's kind of the worst basketball you could play.
Yeah, but like a guy like Luka, who I mean,
opens up the floor.
Yeah, he just opens up the floor. Like, guys like Daniel Gafford and Lively just were so much better when Luka.
Especially Lively. You ever watch him this season?
I haven't. I mean, I think he's been a little injured.
He doesn't look very good, though.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't look very good. And, I mean, the Mavericks in general are just such an awkward team. It's hard to really assess their players. Like, how good are they really? Like, these players like P.J. Washington or Gafford, who are better with Luka, it's like, is that who they really were? Are they really... who knows, right? But, I mean,
it's just Luka. Like, I think...
Yeah. Mavs are winning lately. Actually, they're relatively competitive. They're
Coop is the real deal,
yeah. Coop is 18 years old.
and that's I don't think
Younger than us.
He is younger than us.
He's younger than us. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That they still got a lot of stuff to figure out, and whether or not Kyrie is going to be the same old Kyrie when he comes back, and just like I don't know.
Will you keep AD? I don't know what they're. It just with a new ownership and a new general manager now. It's like, how do you reconcile this era for the Mavs? Like, how do you somehow make it redeemable? Should we get into our Rookie of the Year race? Do you have Coop at number 1 at this point? What's your top 3 looking like?
Should we get into the Rookie of the Year race, or should we do the East?
We can go over the East as well. Yeah, we can. We should probably. We can definitely.
All right. I mean, I'll just start us off. I had the Cavs at 1. Knicks
a lot of people had the Cavs at 1. Yeah.
Knicks at 2.
Right.
Magic at 3. And I think they won today.
The Magic did win today. They have been winning a lot lately.
They've been winning a lot lately, and I think part of that was because of Franz Wagner, and now that he's sidelined for a couple weeks, that you never really know. But I saw last season that they were so good defensively, but they couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
They were really inefficient.
They were the worst 3-point shooting team in the history of the league.
Like now, I mean, you add Desmond Bane and Anthony Black takes a step.
Yeah.
And Suggs is still playing really good. I mean, having them I think that's a fair prediction.
Yeah. I would say I think the Desmond Bane trade gets overhated. I think a lot of people think, they see the number of firsts.
They gave up 4 firsts, yeah.
I think 4 and then like another swap or something. So it could be 5.
But I mean, if you look at those firsts, like I think the Magic, their future, like they're not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
I mean, your timeline is now with the Magic. You've built your team. Here you go. Like this is the team that they've been waiting for, that they're gonna compete with. So you address your main problem. You bring. I mean, Desmond Bane, man. I feel like people would be surprised if they looked at Desmond Bane's basketball reference. This is a guy that has averaged like 24, 25 points per game over like multiple seasons.
Yeah,
and to bring him in, like it does kind of feel like, aesthetically at least, the last piece that they needed to be a real contender. The issue with that, and with what we all kind of expected to happen coming into this season that never really did, was Paolo. I would say he's looked worse than last season this year.
And I don't know if he's been injured a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, he's got a much bigger role now with Franz out, so he's got some pressure on him. We'll see what he does. But, I mean, there are times where I'm watching Paolo and it just looks very ugly. I just want him to pass the ball. Yeah,
and he's a guy. he's a guy that, like, I mean, you see him when he's at his best. He looks like a LeBron, Ben Simmons-esque. Like he has that level of athleticism, and like he can still like create his own shot.
Yeah.
Obviously, like not LeBron, but like.
Well, I mean, he has the capability to be a player like that if he was more aggressive at getting to the rim.
Yeah.
A lot of his game relies on mid-rangers and,
which I
fadeaways.
Don't really understand.
And he's just not very efficient. Franz has broken out as like pretty clearly their best player to me this season. I mean, he was on such a crazy hot stretch.
He's averaging 28, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, just as the facilitator too, like Franz is, their guy really, and Paolo is in this weird spot. But you're right that they are getting really good play from Anthony Black. That's something to be really excited about. I think, I honestly have really come around to Wendell Carter Jr. as their starting center. Like, he just is very solid.
He's just a reliable center.
Yeah.
And I think people haven't realized that.
Suggs is an amazing player. I think, though, the Tyus Jones signing, you did expect him to bring some sort of stable point guard play, which, like, Suggs is their technical point guard, but he really isn't much of a point guard in the way that, like, to set the table and run an offense.
Yeah.
So, I think if you had gotten that from Tyus Jones, this team could look a lot different. But unfortunately, he's like the worst player in the league. So
yeah. All right, moving on.
yeah.
So I had the Magic at 3. I had the Pistons at 4, which
Not too bad. It's not too bad of a take.
Pistons are the 1 seed.
They are the 1 seed.
I do remember you saying this to me last year that the Pistons are going to be the 1 seed.
I did say that to you.
I did say that to me, and I was like...
I forgot that I said that. Wow.
And a big part of that take that you had was Jalen Duren, who is arguably most improved player.
An all-star, all-NBA. You can go as far as you want with Jalen Duren this season, honestly. Like, he has been...
He's just...
a different player than last year. Like,
yeah, he's handling the ball more. Like, he's driving on his own.
Oh, yeah.
And he hasn't really changed his jumper. Like, he's not a shooter, but he's
handling mid-range pull up.
Yeah, he's driving and, like, shooting these shots that, he wasn't ever shooting. And I think he's increased his points per game by, like, 8.
Yeah. I mean, there's also legit defensive improvement, too. Like, when it came to, like, last season, like, the biggest flaw in Duren, like, obviously there was always so much potential with him. Like, it was like, he just kind of looks like he would be a really good center in the league, but unfortunately he just was never good defensively. Like, he was one of the worst centers at guarding the pick and roll last season, and now he's really one of the best.
So, I mean, if you're the Pistons right now, are you... Because, like, there's obviously all this trade talk from all these bottom West teams about... Zion or Anthony Davis going to the Pistons, and so they have the assets.
They do.
They have picks. They have Jaden Ivey. They have Tobias Harris.
Right. And honestly, that's not that much to lose for them. Like, Ivy is not gonna fit with this team. Ivy's not Ivy is a piece that probably they should use to go get someone better. We've seen them be so successful without him. He kind of looks a little awkward in there, anyways. And they have Danish Jenkins. They have this super deep team. Duncan Robinson's had a great year.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart off the bench has been one of the best role players in the NBA.
They're really deep.
They're super deep. Ron Holland.
But it's they
can afford to lose some of their guys and trade up. But it is Anthony Davis, the guy that you want to bring in as a contending, serious team.
Yeah, and
you want to rely on him.
It's the East. All these teams. If I were a top 6 team in the East right now, I would do everything in my power to just make a move. Because if you have the assets and it's not going to hurt you as much, what's the worst thing that could happen? I mean,
honestly, so Anthony Davis doesn't work out for the Pistons, and you lost Ivy and
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris I think is on a 1-year deal.
You still have Cade. You still have Asar. Jalen Duren.
I don't know. Yeah, the Duren and AD paint defense would be ridiculous. You might as well take that shot. Honestly, I don't mind that trade from them if they can pull it off. I don't think that works contractually, but...
And then going into my 5th team, I had the Hawks, which is pretty... I think, so far the top...
I think that makes sense. I can see them finishing around there.
Yeah. And, this is a team who hasn't had Trae Young. Or they have a little bit, but they've been playing pretty good basketball without him, which, asks the question, what do you do with Trae Young, who's on an expiring contract?
Genuinely. The Hawks, I think, can't stay in this spot forever, where they kind of have 2 timelines a little bit. You have the Trae timeline and you have the Jalen Johnson timeline. Without Trae, this team looks like a really exciting young core. Yeah. You got Jalen Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker has had such a good season. Okongwu has been great. You have real pieces, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Risache. You could be a young team. You could be fun and great. Or you can trade these guys, and you can go get Giannis or something.
And I think...
and you can be competitive right now.
Yeah. And at number 6, I had the Bucks. And obviously that's not going well. And that kind of brings us into
bad season.
What the hell is going on with Giannis? So, where do you think he should go?
If I could choose anywhere for Giannis to go, it wouldn't be New York. I don't know why that doesn't feel right to me. Maybe it's because he feels like a small market guy a little bit. Maybe because the Knicks are just
Well, for one... Sorry,
Continue, yeah.
They don't have really any young
Yeah.
prospect
Yeah.
on their team that like really just.
You have no young prospect, but I mean, you got guys that maybe the Bucks could flip for a young prospect somewhere
Yeah, but
else.
like OG, McCall, and Josh Hart are all on the same level of like just good. I don't like
OG
like,
is better than both of those guys.
OG, yeah,
OG's
OG could be good on a team where.
But do the Bucks want him if
No.
they're trading Giannis?
And
Like
they
they
don't
don't want Cat.
No,
That's ugly, right? So
I think the Knicks are off the table. I think people are just.
yeah, I don't think the Knicks makes much
They're
sense.
just publicizing that because it's a big market. It's New York.
Right. So
It's the same thing as the Lakers. He's not going to the Lakers.
yeah. So the Atlanta Hawks honestly are not a bad
That's
thing to think about. That it makes a lot of sense. From
That's my favorite. I think if I'm the Atlanta Hawks, I'm gonna try my best to offer Shea.
dude, but like
Porzingis.
you know where this is going though, Mac. You know where this is going. It's like Jalen Johnson or no Giannis trade.
And
Do you do it?
if you trust Trae Young, like if
Yeah.
I don't know, I think you get rid of Porzingis because of the contract,
Right.
But I think even if you can get Giannis without giving up Jalen Johnson by giving up Porzingis, Dyson Daniels, Shea, and they have the Bucks picks for the next 2 years. They have this year and or 2026 and 2027.
You know who else has the Bucks picks? The Blazers.
In 2028 and 2030.
Ooh, okay, so maybe
Because-
by then they can recover from the event. The inevitable Giannis
Exactly.
trade.
So I mean, like the Hawks have that, over the Blazers, and then you got the Spurs. So I think my top two teams are the Hawks and then the Spurs.
Could you fucking believe if he went to the Spurs?
I
I would love it.
would love it. I think a lot of people would love it. I think a lot of people would be like, "What the hell's going on?"
I would definitely be like, what the fuck
If
is
I'm
going
Adam
on?
Silver, I might pull a David Stern and veto that shit.
Let's keep Giannis in the East, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They need somebody. Their best player in the East cannot be Donovan Mitchell. Like that's not
Is
acceptable.
Donovan Mitchell the best player in the East?
Outside of Giannis, it's him,
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brown, Maxey, Jalen Johnson. I don't know who is it. Like seriously, they cannot afford
Cade. I honestly
Cade,
think Cade's the best player in the East right now.
I don't mind that at all. I don't mind
Besides Giannis, obviously.
it. I don't mind it. I mean, I think Giannis is about as good as gone from the Bucks at this point. What are they? I mean, like it's over, right? Like it's
pretty much over.
this team is bad.
They're gonna be reluctant though. Like,
Of
I don't
course.
think he's gonna get traded in the next.
Oh yeah, no, it's likely not this season.
I mean, it can be. I don't know.
Really? I mean, it could.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. Well,
If you
we'll
trade
see.
for Giannis, you have to keep enough players for it to be a better situation than the Bucks.
Mhm.
Which I mean, it's kind of a low bar, but I don't know. It kind of seems like the only team that Giannis really cares about going to is the Knicks.
Yeah, but do we really know if that's true? Like I've seen
don't
the
know.
reports.
What about Detroit?
Yeah. Who do you give up in that though?
It's
Because
gotta
you can't give up
Asar, right? It's got to be Asar.
Asar,
It's got to be Asar as the key piece. Ivy,
Asar,
of course.
Ivy,
Tobias Harris for contracts.
and then just picks.
And
See,
then
like
picks.
the thing is if I'm the Bucks, I want two young guys in the deal, and I want at least four first round picks. At
Yeah, I
least. I don't think they're gonna get any less than that.
They're not about to Luka him. Like this is not about to be like we'll take. We're gonna keep trying to be competitive.
Fucking
But
free will Nico Harrison.
the free will Hall of Fame.
uh,
But the thing is that it's like once they trade Giannis, dude, like this instantly becomes the most irrelevant team in the league. Like
Yeah.
the Milwaukee Bucks without Giannis. What is that? What do they look like with this? They're old.
small market, like
They're
probably the top three biggest small market team. Like
Yeah, they're they're incredibly small market. They have like, I mean, this would be a lineup that's like led by like Ryan Rollins. Like, I mean, this is really bad if they don't get like a haul back for Giannis. So,
and I mean, do you think as a Blazer fan, like giving up guys like Shaden, Scoot, or Klingon, like those kind of guys, like, do you think that's worth it?
I think trading for Giannis is always worth it. I think
as a Blazer fan, I just think on the Bucks perspective,
I mean, it's difficult because like we do have some of the Bucks' future picks. So if they are going to rebuild, I think it's hard to do a rebuild without your own picks, and so that is a very valuable part of like the Blazers' argument here. And, we have Dame, we have Drew Holiday. Those are two players that Giannis has played with before, potentially. They're friends.
And I think he would work really well with Denny. I think they both complement each other.
Are you sure that Denny doesn't get thrown into that trade, though? Like, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Bucks, I'm going to be pretty reluctant on, like, Denny or just no Giannis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it comes down to that, then I don't know.
I think that, like, you can give a Jeremy Grant and Rob, and those are some contracts, and then you throw in Sharp or something. Like, okay, but it's like other teams can outbid that, and honestly, I wouldn't really mind giving up Denny for Giannis. I don't really mind that. Like, if that's what it takes.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes, I'm here for it.
Like, Joe Cronin scares me.
He does.
Because, I mean, if you look at his track record, he traded Robert Covington. Like, he started off his career like trading Rob. Just the first couple trades, Rob.
Two firsts for Rob.
Like, and then traded Rob for Keon Johnson.
Rob and Norm. And
then
and Eric Bledsoe.
For Eric Bledsoe, and we didn't get anything out of that. We traded CJ for Josh Hart and Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Immediately flipped Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
For Ingles.
For Joe Ingles.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker was on our roster.
Yeah.
He is one of the best players in the league right now.
Yeah, he's playing like it.
Incredible basketball, and we gave him away for Joe Ingles.
And then,
but I mean, on the other side of that, we traded Malcolm Brogdon and Bub Carrington for Denny Avdia. That's one of the greatest trades in the history of basketball.
And we got Tumani, and we traded for Nurkic. And I mean, he's had some good moves, but I mean, especially with our new owners, if I'm the new owner, I'm coming in the next season, I'm looking at this guy's track record, who also, did he hire Chauncey? He did. I mean, Jody Allen, like...
Yeah.
I just think Joe Cronin still has a job right now because of Jody Allen. And I think if I'm the new owner and I see, the whole Chauncey thing and what are we going to do this trade deadline? I think it's not crazy if I'm like, hey, let's get this guy out of here and just get a full reset. I don't know if Tiago's going to be our new coach next year. I think, there's just not that much stuff that Joe Cronin has done to be like, we should keep this guy.
At least he's aggressive. Like, I feel like I'm very used to, like, as a Blazer fan, very used to a stagnant front office that's very complacent and didn't want to make any moves. So I'm glad that we've, like, really tried, and, like, I really love the Anthony Simons for Drew Holiday trade.
Great trade.
Like, I mean, that's the most value I could have ever asked for out of Simons.
You got to look back into the relationship he had with Dame in those last couple months before he was traded, and I think
that's true.
It hasn't been,
the Jeremy Grant contract is awesome.
The Jeremy Grant contract, wow, yeah, that's
just an absolute fumble.
It's a bottom 5 contract in the NBA.
We only gave it to him thinking that Dame was going to stay, and then right after Dame requested trade. So it's.
I just think if we don't make a move to where we're getting something to make us a win now team in the next 2 to 3 years, like you got to put fault on him for having Jeremy still on the roster, having Rob still on the roster, even Giroux. Giroux has 2 years left on his contract. He's making $32 million.
Giroux?
Drew.
Okay.
Drew.
Drew is a weird fit on the team, but when he was playing at the beginning of the season, everything made sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we looked like we're going to make the playoffs, basically, is how we looked with Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I mean, with our team right now, we just need to be healthy, and we can see how competitive
we're better than some of these bum-ass teams in the West.
I think we're better than the Warriors.
Ooh.
It's a hot take.
I agree with you. I
don't know. I mean,
I don't like the Warriors. I don't like the way they play. They rely a lot on.
Dude, they got to figure shit out with Kuminga and Pods. Like, they've been talking about trading these guys and Moses Moody for years. And
Kuminga is horrible this season.
He's horrible, but
he can't play.
He also just he doesn't fit with Steve Kerr and
Yeah.
I mean,
no. I mean, they're very old. They're very mid. They don't have depth. The only thing going for them is Pat Spencer, who has suddenly really broken out, I guess. I don't know. Everyone loves this guy. Sure. That's about all they got going. Who did you have in the play-in for the East going into this season?
All right. Play-in, I had the Sixers at 7.
Okay.
I had the Celtics at 8.
That's good. That's a good pick.
I had the Pacers at 9.
I had them around there as well.
Which,
I thought they would be better.
You can't put them lower. Like, going into the season, you can't put them lower. I mean, you could, but
it's funny though how they would win games in the playoffs with Halliburton stinkers.
Yeah,
Hallie would be awful in the playoffs.
Yeah, there was games where he just wasn't shooting well,
and they would still win. So I kind of thought that okay, honestly, this team would still be competitive without Hallie, but they are not good.
Maybe they're playing chess, not checkers right now. Maybe they're purposely tanking because they want to get a good draft pick. Because when they get Halliburton, because I do think they could still be competitive. They started off the year really injured, and then they just went on a big losing streak. So I think they're all right, let's commit to tanking.
Is Boston a team to watch for a big trade? Are they a team that could throw a Derek White and an Anthony Simons?
Do they have draft capital? Because you have those guys.
I doubt it. I don't know the draft situation.
I don't know either. I think you wait a year, and then I think you wait till the off season, and then I could see them making a big trade.
But is there a world that you bring back Tatum this season? Is there a world that he makes it to the playoffs?
I mean, sure. If you want to do if they want to do that, go for it. I think
they are really good. They are the hottest team in the league.
Dude, Jordan Walsh.
Yeah, Jordan Walsh
is terrific. He's kind of like a Tumani Kamara kind of guy. I think in the 12 games that he started for them, they're 10-2.
Whoa.
Yeah. Everyone he guards just shoots really bad. So
yeah, he is that perfect lengthy defender that is all over the court everywhere you look.
And that's just props to Brad Stevens and Joe Mazzulla.
Definitely.
They just know and Neemias Queta, they just know how to develop guys.
Josh Minot.
Yeah.
He's been solid. They're getting talent out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah. And that's why I put him at 8 because
yeah, that's smart. I had them way lower, expecting a disaster season. And honestly, a lot of that was out of just pure dislike for Jaylen Brown going into the year.
Yeah.
I was not the highest on him as a player, especially as a lead option, but he is proving me so wrong. He, of all players, has shocked me maybe the most this season. Just his development as
Finals MVP.
I guess so. I mean, I never understood that, but he's playing way more efficiently now. He's actually facilitating as the lead ball handler.
Yeah.
And this team is working. This team is winning games against really good teams, and it's surprising. But he has been one of the best players in the league this season.
Yeah, and I think the overall star power towards the end of the season will catch up. They could end up a top 5 seed, but
I could low-key see them trading for Anthony Davis.
Ooh.
I can kind of see it. I don't think they would really take that much for Anthony Davis. He's one of those players that is old and is going to make your team competitive, but because of the injuries, it's the value isn't very good. So someone's going to be able to get a potential steal. I feel like Boston could take that shot. They need a center.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be crazy, but
and then at 10, I had the Raptors. Who?
Yeah, it's too low. But
yeah, where
skidding,
did you have them?
Probably around there. Too. I didn't expect them to.
I just thought going into the season, you have a team that their starting point guard is Emmanuel Quickley, who I was like, this guy's making $31 million a year, and can't really play make at all, which he's kind of proven me wrong. I mean, like, he's like someone, but I wouldn't say
he's been on fire.
He's not the reason why they're good, but I thought they weren't going to be that competitive because having RJ, Brandon Ingram, and Scotty Barnes, those are just 3 forwards that I just were like, how are these players going to mesh together? Yeah,
no, you have Jacoby Walter, you have Jonathan Mogbo, you drafted recently, CMB, Colin Murray-Boyles, you just drafted, like, They've brought in Brandon Ingram. Like, all these guys who just decided to bring in all these wings. They traded for OJ Agbaji recently.
But when you look at them,
they signed in the offseason.
Yeah, Jamal Shed. Like, you look at the roster on paper and you're like, wow, this team has a lot of good defenders and a lot of good solid role players. And I mean, their coach, they're also surprised.
Scotty Barnes
will be face of this league.
He will be all-star. Scotty Barnes is... Yeah, no. I mean, they have an awesome coach. In general, like, the Raptors just are good vibes. They're a fun team to watch. I love watching the Raptors. But, like, ever since that 9-game win streak, they have lost a lot of games. And a lot of games...
I think they've lost... I don't know what the score of the Knicks game is right now, but they've lost, I think, 5 of the last 6, and the only game they won was against the Blazers. So
barely beat the Blazers.
Barely beat the Blazers.
Yeah.
And then so the Raptors have definitely been a surprising team. At 11, I had the Heat, which I shouldn't have counted out Spoelstra. I think Norman.
I did the same thing, dude. I did the same thing.
He knows how to make these players so just valuable. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, we saw it with the Jimmy Butler teams, like guys like Max Strus, Caleb Martin, who, I mean, they're really not good at all, and you see that when they leave the Heat, they're just really not that good.
Caleb Martin lost all his powers once he left. Once he took that jersey off.
Exactly, and but I mean, you have Norman, who's averaging 25 right now.
Norm is so fire.
Jaime is good. Khalil Ware. I mean, Davion Mitchell. Yeah. Pele Larson. Is that how you say it?
Sure, yeah.
He's a good Simone Fontecchio.
Fontecchio, he don't miss.
He's like a Duncan Robinson.
He basically replaced him. Yeah,
he just knows. Spoelstra just knows how to find these players and just make them work within the team. And I think, I don't think the Heat will be a contender, but they could surprise. They could upset.
Can I give my take? My take: if there's gonna be a year,
Wiggins.
Oh, they have Wiggins too. I actually forgot about that. But if there's gonna be a year where there's some Heat dark magic, I mean, in this Eastern Conference,
oh yeah, no,
is it crazy to see them making a run? Like, I think they could do it. This team is really good defensively.
This would be like a Pacers kind of team. Like last year.
It would be less fun than that.
Less fun. But I don't want to...
The Heat run to the finals in 2023 is like, they were an 8 seed narratively. It was amazing. You have that one Jimmy Butler. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Hero. Yeah. Who's been amazing this season. Yeah. But, the Heat run in 2023, they played some of the most boring basketball of all time.
Oh, it was terrible.
Terrible to watch.
Terrible. One of the worst finals. I think it was the worst finals I think I've ever seen as a basketball fan.
But it worked.
It worked, and I think it will keep working for them.
Because even during that, it wasn't like Jimmy Butler was having a great playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they, say they end up being the 6th seed and they play, a team like the Magic or the Knicks, they can knock them off, but... I don't know. All right, and then at 12, I had the Bulls, who at the start of the season, I was like, wow, that was a really big miss. but
I guess.
now they have lost. How many?
They have lost 7 in a row, including 2 losses to the Pacers, a loss to the Pelicans, a loss to the Wizards, and a loss to the Nets.
Yeah, this team's ass.
They might be the worst team in the NBA. They might be the
So
worst.
that's a hit. I don't want to talk about the Bulls.
Okay,
they're at 12.
We can move past the Bulls. I'm okay
13.
with that.
I had the Wizards, which I thought.
Sure.
Which I thought they would be better because.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Koulibaly would have taken a jump. I really like Keyshawn George.
Yeah.
He's great to watch.
Yeah.
They have some good, guys like Corey Kispert, Alex Sarr, like CJ's a good vet, Chris Middleton. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't like this, this team's going to be really bad. No, I was like, this team can win games.
I thought so too. I mean, it's somewhat similar to, like, obviously not to the same extent, but like to the Detroit Pistons or like the Houston Rockets from the year prior, where it's like this young team that brought in some vets. Mm-hmm. It's like you can see this being a more serious team now if you get some real development. They just don't have that core piece.
Who's their coach?
The Wizards coach.
See, that's the thing. I don't know
Isn't
about
it Wes,
some of
Wes
these
Unseld
teams.
Jr.?
Is he still their coach?
Was that too long ago?
I think that was a while ago.
I don't know, guys. Sorry, guys. We don't know the Wizards coach.
There's a couple of these, like the Hornets. Who the hell is the Hornets coach?
No. I don't know.
I pay attention to these teams enough to where, like, I know all their players and I know how they're doing.
I couldn't tell you their coach.
I could give a fuck about who their coach is.
Exposed. But, I mean, the thing with the Wizards, like, Alex Sarr is giving you everything you need to see this season. Like, he has been so good.
No,
he's averaging 19 and 10. Like,
he should have won one.
He should have won one, but
he didn't want to go to Atlanta. But I don't know why Washington's any better.
Yeah.
And then 14 out of the Hornets, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the only thing you can talk about, like, what's going good for them is Con Knipple.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can talk about in Charlotte. I mean, you can maybe talk about Kalkbrenner.
And Sion,
I guess.
Like, it's a good rookie class. Like,
Diabate.
They've shown some good young pieces. I
mean, like, it just is like, what do you do with LaMelo? What do you do with this player? Is Con Knipple going to be a guy you build around? Like, is Con Knipple going... Because he kind of just seems like, maybe like a perfect glue guy. But a glue guy to what?
I think he's the perfect number 2. He's like an Austin Reeves. I think, like...
Okay. Come on.
Well...
Come on. That's just because he's a white guy.
No. No, but if you watch him play, he handles the ball sure. If you want,
no, I think he really reminds me of Wenyan Gabriel, and
no, okay. And then at 15 out of the Nets. I mean, like, the East was pretty...
What do you say about the Nets? Michael Porter Jr.'s been good? Why do they spawn, like, weird wings that are suddenly, like, really good on the Nets, and then they trade them away, and then they're mid again? Why do they do that with Cam Johnson?
Well, for one, it's like, if you trade a wing to the Nuggets, they're going to be ultimately just way worse. Mm-hmm. And that's because of Jokic.
Yeah.
Like... I loved Michael Porter Jr. when he was coming into the league, and then he had the big back injury, and then he fell in the draft, and then the Nuggets got him, and then his rookie year he was like kind of and then his sophomore year he averaged like 19 and like 7, and I was like, this guy's going to be a superstar.
Yeah, there were some talks about that,
and then he just kind of became this like catch and shoot guy who couldn't pass the ball and like was efficient, but then wasn't efficient, and then. Now he's averaging 26 points per game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists.
What?
Like,
are those actually his stats?
Oh
my god, yeah. Dude! I mean, he's having an amazing season. It's the Nets, though. It's how do you even assess this? Like,
and their draft class was fucking horrendous.
Their draft class was so bad, dude. Like,
they had 5 first rounders, and Igor Demin is somewhat excused. Like
Yegor. I don't think he's going to be an NBA player, in my opinion. I just don't think he's good at all. I think, like, there's...
Danny Wolf is really bad.
Okay, there's... Thank you, because Danny Wolf is really bad. But he's terrible. Fun. Like, there's clips of him on Twitter all the time.
Yeah,
where, like, him doing some bullshit every game. But, like, he's not... Like, the vision for him, like, is going to be, like, I don't know, like, maybe Nas Reed type of player at best. It's like if he's just not good at defense.
No, him
so
and Hansen are like.
He's similar to Hansen, yeah. Oh god, I don't want to talk about Hansen.
All right, okay. Let's talk about the rookie of the year race. Just like this draft class, because we're going into the
it's Connor Coop, right?
It's Connor Coop. VJ can win it.
Dylan Harper.
I
doubt he wins it.
Yeah, I don't think
he hit a game winner last night. He had 20
against the Pelican. Derek Queen.
Derek Queen.
See, this is who I wanted to talk about.
30-point triple-double yesterday.
As a Blazer fan, bro.
Yeah.
Going up into the draft, all I was talking about was Derek Queen, Queen, and we have the 11th overall pick, and he's still up on the board, and I'm like, please.
Uh-huh.
And then I see us make a trade, and we end up getting Hansen.
And it's like, okay, whatever, right? A lot of teams passed on Derek Queen. A lot of teams.
Yeah, but the Hawks gave up. Was it? Yeah,
the Pelicans gave up.
Or the Pelicans gave up a lot, but it was worth it.
Was it? Because they gave up their unprotected first round pick for this season.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's worth it.
That just goes back to the Hawks being able to trade for Giannis, also.
Oh my God, they have the Pelicans pick. That's such a valuable trade for Giannis. The Hawks are
getting Giannis.
They have a Giannis trade set up on the table. If they want it, they can do it.
Yeah,
but then do you commit to? I mean, does Jalen Johnson fit with Giannis? That puts Jalen Johnson in a weird spot, in my opinion, because I feel like too good to be the third guy.
If you look at any of the teams who are going to trade for Giannis, you're always going to ask that question: is this player going to work well with Giannis?
Right. Yeah, because you didn't build this team for Giannis.
And
so
Giannis is other than Jokic, he's the best player in the league in my eyes.
I agree.
And I think he just, believe it or not, I think he just makes a lot of players better.
Yeah.
But
the question though is that with the way Jalen Johnson is playing, it's would you almost rather trade Trae Young and go the opposite direction?
Yeah, Trae Young is on an expiring deal, and how much money is he gonna want? And they're playing well without
Are you gonna win a championship with Trae Young, as your guy?
But as the Bucks, it's Jalen Johnson, and even obviously from a skill standpoint, Zachary Richeche is not better than Trae Young, obviously.
Hot take. You heard it here first.
But trading Trae Young to the Bucks to where he's gonna want a max level contract.
Trade to the Bucks
where he's gonna want a max level contract. Whereas if you trade Richeche, he can be a project.
Right. I was saying more do you not trade for Giannis at all, and you just go young and trade Trae for young pieces and stuff? I mean,
yeah, but if you have that draft, if you have the Pelicans draft pick and you have the Bucks picks,
that would be an amazing young core.
Yeah,
that could be AJ DeBonsta on that team.
Yeah,
that can it's the Pelicans.
Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer.
It can be
this draft class is really good.
They could be on the Hawks.
Yeah.
And so, do you give up this young core to go push for Giannis with a team that is still doesn't make a whole lot of sense? It's Giannis. I get it if they do it.
Yeah, but if I want to beat the Thunder, yeah, I'm going for Giannis.
True. Yeah, Jalen Johnson might not be enough to beat the Thunder.
Because, dude, the league's cooked. It's so cooked.
James Harden, save us all.
It's sad. Because if the Thunder get any of those top,
that's not gonna happen, dude. That's not gonna happen.
I don't think it will.
The Thunder could trade for Giannis if they fucking wanted to.
Yeah, if they really wanted to.
If they want to, they can. I would. Would you do it? Would you give up? I wouldn't do it. Honestly,
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it because you just paid. You just paid Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren.
Yeah,
and you would probably trade Chet.
I feel it's one of those two guys.
Or Jay, yeah.
And one of them.
I don't know.
Why? You're going to win all these championships anyway.
Sooner, yes. there's no reason to give up your draft capital because, like, with the new CBA rules, you know, the Thunder eventually are going to have to get rid of a lot of these guys because, you know, they're going to want to get paid. And so, but, like, with the amount of draft picks that they have, they can just keep recycling. It's just that, like, if they keep these 3 core guys, and, like, Mark Daignault's probably going to be their coach for the next 10, 15 years, and, like, They just have all these draft picks. You could just recycle these like guys who are going to be really solid role players that are just going to turn into superstars. Like I think Andrew Wiggins could be like a Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Did I say Andrew?
Yeah.
Aaron Wiggins can be like a Nickeil Alexander-Walker in a different team, averaging 20 points per game. I think Cason Wallace.
Drew Holiday. That's a Drew Holiday.
That's
player.
a Drew. Yeah, and then Isaiah Joe.
Sure.
Like even
the
Topic.
Other Jalen Williams. Yeah, I mean
the other Jalen Williams.
Like, you know, I hope Topic's balls are okay. But like if Topic like can fix his ball sack, then maybe they like really.
Should we just end it on that?
Okay, yeah, we can end it on Topic's ball sack. All right. Well, prayers for Topic. We hope that you recover from your testicular cancer. It's not funny, bro. Stop laughing. It's not funny. It's really insensitive of you to be laughing, bro. Anyways, we did a lot of rambling. Not too much structure this episode, but I think it was fun.
No, I mean I think we got a lot out. I don't know. I mean we could go on for hours, bro.
I
think we could. Yeah.
I could talk ball with you forever.
Oh yeah.
We don't need no structure, but I mean. Hopefully we'll see you another time.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
This is fun.
All right. Go Blazers.
Go Blazers.
Giannis is going to the Hawks. And what else did we discover today? Yeah. No, we didn't learn anything else. We didn't learn anything at all.
I mean, I think the main lesson today is Giannis is going to the Hawks.
That's the main lesson. And and it's going to happen. And it's going to happen by next week, so, yeah.
Yeah, and we called it here first.
We called it here first, yeah. I'm the same guy that said the Pistons were going to be the 1 seed last year, actually, so, yeah. I actually know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm a trustworthy source, even though we don't know the Wizards or the Hornets coach. Mac, before you leave, one question for you, and that is, who coaches the Orlando Magic?
God, he was the Pistons coach last year or 2 years ago.
That's right. I believe that's right.
No, yeah.
I believe that's right.
Mosley?
There you go. Jamal Mosley.
All
right. See you.